Star Wars fans are all too familiar with this occurrence, but maybe to refresh someone's mind, or if you're brand new to the topic, during the first movie's Force Awakens, this was Finn, and then this was Finn in the international trailers. They minimalized him. This is a theme that I've been noticing not only from Disney, but everyone else. I've been noticing that when a character has a little bit of melanin in his skin, or her skin, like for example, the Wish poster is up on screen, you can see that there's something there to distort the person's appearance. There's some light there. Part of her face is lit brightly, but is the darker part because it's melanin, or is it because it's in the shadowy away from the source of light? This changes your perspective. This isn't the only poster. Not to mention that these posters have them really far away from the camera. This is not the only one, Little Mermaid. There's a light, there's distance from the camera. We don't know what her skin may or may not look like. And that's a theme that's happened a lot. I'm going to now show you to the Star Wars YouTube page, which I'm a YouTuber. I'm going to check out the Star Wars YouTube page. And the page's banner stuck out to me. Amandla Stenberg is the star of this show, #1 on the casting, but is not centered. You can say she's the biggest face on the screen, and that's, of course you can say that. But what about that light distorting the image of her face? It's not as opaque. The transparency is there. It's different. It's not like not almost as if, because I don't believe in these coincidences anymore. This company is ashamed of her dark skin and marketing this movie. Let's scroll down a little bit lower because you think I'm being ridiculous. In a lot of these trailers, she's not in the thumbnail, but there is one here. The Acolyte Awake streaming June 4. You can see that it's very dark and it's shadowy. So you can't really tell what her natural skin tone is. Maybe that's just the darkness of it because that yucky melanin in her skin. Here's another one, the one that's called the Acolyte launch event recap. There's a lot of red there. So yeah, now she's in the middle. But how about that red distorting everyone else's face? How do I know what a normal face is like? How much red is actually on her face? And it's masking, again, the tint of her skin. My name is Chillmonger, and I don't believe in these coincidences. So let's go to some more trailers. There was the next one with her. The next one with her would be her playing the violin, the Acolyte Amandla, and her violin streaming. And on that, a beautiful woman. No disrespect to her. No disrespect for her skin tone. And I'll tell you a story about this in a second. But you can see that it's in the darkness. There's parts of her face that are completely in black and not on screen. What's going on here with her skin? And that would be the only one. The other kind of trailers use this actor and this. And then we go scroll lower. We can see that it's Bad Batch. A quick Google search of the Acolyte poster. We see this cool one here. Instead of red lightsaber, it's blood instead. Ooh, dark. And we get this poster. You saw it on YouTube thumbnail, and her skin is distorted. How about this against the sunset? Very Star Warsy, but she's being covered completely, and we can't look at the ethnicity and the melanin that she possesses, which is the point of these representation roles. We want to normalize her appearance, and when you do that to her a bunch of times, it's not helping. It's coming from a company who you remember during Moses Ingram's hateful diatribe that she was getting, and they kind of said, no, there's no room for racism. Even just last week, and maybe I'll put it on screen right now, Leslie Headland had a quote about, if you're not a Star Wars fan and racism is bad, you don't even count anymore. This is the same company, and you can call it different wings. You can say that was the international division that did that to Finn, okay? Oh, that's just the thumbnail guy. Oh, the poster people are different people. The racial bias exists. Why do you have these people in positions of, like the DI staff director? The DI is not DIing enough. You're not contributing to the point. When I say representation is important, which this is an anti-white supremacy YouTube channel, and the point of this video is to draw attention to this. When I talk about that, what's great is that Star Wars is a world that race, it's not our world. It has nothing to do with anything. No matter how you look, species from all over. Doesn't affect the way that you're going to be treated as a character. You speak the same language, boom, go. This is the perfect time to utilize characters with dark skin and normalize their appearance, and they do adventures, and whatever happens to them is because of what them and their personality is. And that's why representation is important and what we're supposed to do with that. With that show that we watch and the fictional ongoings and the storytelling within the 40-minute episodes, there's also the marketing. And I would love if street corners in Birmingham, Alabama, Birmingham, England, I would love for bus stop posters, and I would love for Times Square, and I would love for Amsterdam, and I would love for Perth, Australia. I would love for these locations to just have someone walking their dog. They look to the side and they say, "Oh yeah, there's a poster of a dark-skinned woman, melanated. She's the most primary character of something called Star Wars." That's part of the deal too. You the anti-racist Star Wars YouTube account, Twitter account, Headland, Filoni, Kennedy, Lucas, everyone. This marketing strategy, whatever will be said, whatever has been said, isn't coming off as celebrating representation. It's more so, how do we get away with this casting that we've done? The lead character is Amandla Stenberg. I hope she does a great job. That's that, man. Shout out to every Star Wars fan. Shout out to Star Wars Santa, who I know I'm sending this video, because I know you like my temporary representation video, Santa. And, I said I was going to talk about Amandla Stenberg. Here's this time that I was addressing how she was up for the role of Shuri in Black Panther, and she basically said, my skin's too light. They're too close to the equator, and no one mixed with these people. I'm not qualified for the job. I want to celebrate every Amandla Stenberg role, and in that, celebrate Amandla's skin. Amandla Stenberg's skin. That is a tongue twister.